there within us. We are potentially demons, and we are potentially
divine.
devas, or divine beings. So it's up to you whether you want to be a demon or a divine being. I've met both of them. I have been both of them. Well, at least the demon one. The divine one, we're still trying. It is the truth. It is in South America we say the naked truth. A calzón quitado. We are not beautifying things. No, we are looking straight into the eye of reality. You know, there's people that are drug addicted. They go in the street, and an old lady, she just comes from the bank, she took her pension for delivering the months, buying some food stuff, and the drug addict, he snatches her purse, pushes the old lady over, and runs to buy more drugs, leaving the old lady maybe hurt, without money, for him to be intoxicated for a few moments. This is a daily affair that happens millions of times while we are talking here. It's not an accident. It's not that I'm not talking of Hitler or Stalin. I'm talking of the normal, stupid drug addicted and what he does to get money to finance his addiction. So since that's happening all the time, all over, I myself, in my youth, was associated with drug people. I was living in a village in Germany, and we wanted to take drugs because we wanted to explore other things in life. But we were lucky, we couldn't get any drugs. They were not available. Not like in Colombia, you can get a drug from every tree practically. There are drug trees growing all over. You go into the farmland, there's domestic mushrooms and everything. It's really like you're living in the land of intoxication. But the Germans, they also figure out their own way. They always drink beer. Beer and more intense alcohol drinks. So it's all the same. In that problem, we don't have Germans and Argentines and this and that. We only have conditioned souls looking for change. Looking for change, or somehow or other trying to tolerate what they don't like. Like somebody goes to a job every day to make money. They don't like that. So the weekend comes and they go into some strange stage of anesthesia. Actually, it's a kind of an anesthesia. And if it feels good, even better. Like they have a drug for the young people, they call it ecstasy. So you take a pill, and then you go, and then you dance for 2 days, like that. All night you dance until you fall over. It's a very heavy drug. Ecstasy, that's not a joke. You forget to eat, you forget to sleep, you forget everything until you fall over. So they do that because they're not happy. They cannot tolerate their life. They're trying to escape. But their escape is demoniac. When you hurt your own body or you hurt another person's body, that is demoniac. That's not sattvic, that's not divine. We have to look after our own body, and we shall not do anything which hurts others. That's why we're vegetarians. We don't want to hurt the animals. Somebody gives you a cookie and you say, is there eggs inside? Yes, there's eggs. I don't eat little chicken. I don't participate in that. You know the chicken? There was a beautiful movie came out, Chicken Run. I don't know if you watched that movie. That was good. You have to see it. Chicken Run. That was about the life of the chicken in a concentration camp. We have specialized concentration camps for chicken, for pigs, for dogs, for everything. Every living entity we put in concentration camp. Even crocodiles, snakes, whatever we can make money with, like the little animals, so we can skin them alive and make jackets for the rich ladies. Nerds, they call it, no? So you have a very fine, some of the jackets they maybe have 50 little nerds killed. The human beings, when they become demoniac, they don't think of other person's suffering. That doesn't mean anything to them. They don't care how this little animal, they cut his throat and then they pull off the skin while this animal is alive, and then just throw it there, dying in total desperation. And if we go into the stories of how the animals are killed and capped, you start vomiting, you start crying, or you don't know, or you become a heartless being by just thinking what they're doing. What they are doing, no, what we are doing. We are the perpetrators. We are the demons. We are the demons in the school of becoming saints. But you can stay here and be a demon, or you can also try to become a saint. Now, what the school brings with it? The school brings with it that sometimes, we are talking about animals, sometimes it's a very good business to kill human beings. That business is called war. It is nothing but a business. Those people who propagate war, like right now, while I'm sitting here, Germany, France and England, powerful countries, highly respected in the world for their technology and for that, no? They're all wanting to make war. War is already going on in Ukraine. Ukraine is already 2 million Ukrainian youths have been killed. 2 million! 2 million! For what? For the money making. There's no other reason. There's no other reason than making money. And we can prove that, but I don't need to prove it to you, because if you're smart guys, you already know it's true. You already know that war is money. It's big money. The war against Libya, when they killed Gaddafi, a thriving country, Libya was the most advanced country in Africa. They had free education, free health care, and they had 150,000 tons of gold in their savings from the oil money. So they killed Gaddafi and the gold disappeared. Nobody knows. It's not there in Libya anymore. So money making, stealing, killing, this is part of the demon life. This is very demonic. We are surrounded by demons. And the demons get into the governments and they do all kinds of horrible things to increase their wealth. Now, there's action and reaction. Today you kill the cow, and tomorrow you die on the battlefield. The same one who killed the cow, now he's dying in the battlefield. That's part of the lesson. The Srimad Bhagavatam tells us a story of the fight between demons and demigods. Devas. There's a fight. Of course, I'm not a fighter. I don't like weapons. Really, I don't like anything. But if there's a little child and somebody comes and attacks the child, I catch anything and knock him over the head. So this idea of defending the innocent, that is part of Dharma. So it's not that we are totally non-violent. We are not. If somebody does aggressive things, he can be chastised. That's the law of the material world. And that's the law which includes war. So it includes hurricanes, it includes earthquakes, whatever. The material nature is teaching us a lesson that we are responsible for our actions, directly or indirectly. So I hope University of Life. Some people with atheistic mentality, they say, if God would exist, He would not allow that there's war, for example. But God exists by giving us the free will to become the saints. Start with yourself. Are you vegetarian? Are you strict vegetarian? Next question. Do you offer your food to God? Before you eat, do you think about God? Do you say, thank you, my Lord, for supplying me this food? Or you just go, you just eat like a pig. You know the pigs when they eat, they're very enthusiastic, no? They have no time for prayers. At least I don't know the pig's prayers. Huh? So we, in the temple, everything we eat first is offered on the altar to the Lord. Beautiful ceremony. Then we sing songs for the Lord. Now we're offering artik to the Lord. Artik means we're offering earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and force. Offering right now by reading the books, that is called intelligence. Now you're offering your intelligence because you're listening. And you don't only have to listen, you can also argue or question. If something is not convincing, like if I say something that's really stupid, then you're supposed to question, no, that's not true what you said. I cannot agree with that. I feel it's totally different. That's your right, that's your duty. Actually, the spiritual conversations, they are for enlightenment. And for enlightenment, we have to get rid of ignorance. So if somebody talks ignorance, we should defeat the ignorance. You defeat the darkness by light. So we want to get out of the darkness of this material existence. Here you're in Vrindavan, you're such a nice place, but then you go out there and they're going to tell you, go to the army. No, I don't want to go to the army, I don't want to fight anybody. No, you're this, you have a passport, you have to go. So the University of the Material World is teaching us that we have to take decisions and act upon those decisions.
Haribol.
Look at this, Hare Krishna.
All be seated here, front.
Just-
They are lucky today to have in English.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
You continue with.
Yeah, I will just start. I gave an introduction why we are in the university of this material existence. The verse today says, Yasmin idam sadasat atmataya vibhati maya viveka viduti sraji vajibhuti tam nitya mukta. Karishuddha Vishuddha Tattvam Pratyuda Karma Kalila Prakritim Prapatye. The Supreme Personality of Godhead manifests Himself as one with the cause and effects within this body, but one who has transcended the illusory energy by deliberate consideration, which clears the misconceptions of a snake for a rope. He can understand that the Paramatma is eternally transcendental to the material creation and situated in pure internal energy. Thus the Lord is transcendental to all material contamination. Unto Him only must one surrender. Fantastic. Srimad Bhagavatam is just fantastic. I dare to claim that there's no other book like it in the world. You may find words of wisdom here and there, but the Srimad Bhagavatam is just putting the naked truth. Here the Prabhupada explains.
Can you repeat the shloka, please? Because I was putting the carpets.
Okay, it's very good to repeat the shloka. The Supreme Personality of Godhead manifests Himself as one with the cause and effect within this body, but one who has transcended the illusory energy by deliberate consideration, which clears the misconception of a snake for a rope, can understand that the Paramatma is eternally transcendental to the material creation and situated in pure internal energy. Thus, the Lord is transcendental to all material contamination. Unto Him only surrender. This is so complex. I mean, definitely, just to explain the shloka, we need 1 hour of deliberation because it's very far. But I would just give, before I read Prabhupada's purport, I want to say one thing. He is God and you are the soul. You are not God. He is present.